So Brenda, can you share
Yes.
some success with us? We want to hear a success story.
Yes, I sure can. I would love to.
I mean,
Okay.
I just want to just,
I know.
woohoo!
And this is totally non-compliant, so I'm going to just speak real language here.
Real language.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. My husband has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's disease. So our life has been in a flip-flop of turmoil physically for the last 5 years. He has been seeing a neurologist. They've been doing, every 6 months they do the brain scans. So he has, he's in secondary progressive. I'm just going to give you what the doctors have told us. He's in secondary progressive. He has what they told us was an alarming amount of white brain matter, which means dead brain in his brain. And so we've been struggling with this. He was on the MS medication, and the side effects of the MS medications, it's kind of like the ones that he's been on have been like a chemotherapy drug for the past 4 years. So they're in that type of a category. And so what's happened is it's destroyed his pancreas, his liver, his kidneys, his blood pressure has been crazy. He just everything that could possibly go wrong. So we had all of the blood workup done. We've been doing this over the years. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom you fast forward. So let's see, we started with doTERRA in August.
And tell us what his symptoms, how he was physically when you started.
Okay, so physically when we started, Jeff was struggling very, very difficult struggle with walking, with mobility. He could not dress himself, could not shower on his own, had problems putting sentences together. He would have good days and he would have not so great days. But he had to have a chair to sit in the shower. He could not shower on his own. He was at a fall risk. He had fallen several times in and out of the hospital. So it was progressing pretty quickly. And they explained that to us that there's no cure and that it is a progressive disease and that he was in the process of the progression. So every day that he had was the best day that he would ever have. That's what they told us. So they said, you live your life knowing that today is the best day that he's going to have because it's not going to get better. He's out of that relapsing, remitting where you have days and then, and then you'll have a setback and then you'll be back having great days like they show on the TV commercials where people are riding their bikes and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's not where we've been. There's been none of that. In fact, his brain was not allowing him to do things like ride his bike. He tried to ride his bike because he was an avid cyclist. Avid cyclist. And he tried to ride his bike this past year and his brain doesn't function that way. The part of him that keeps him balanced has been gone. So all he would do is he'd take 3 or 4 pedals and then his bike would throw him down. I mean, literally. He said, it's like there's a hand coming out of the sky knocking me over. So it didn't work. Yeah. Anyway, so our life changed very much during progression of this disease, and it's all documented. So in April, we stopped his MS medication. We started searching for a natural alternative, and meanwhile, the doctors were going to put him on a new medication, and so it required us to stop the medication he was on. Thank God. God's always got a plan, right?
That was so providential. I'm like,
yeah. I think you're doing it for one thing, and that's just not at all what's happening. So anyway, so in August, we were having difficulties with the financing because, not all of us have $70,000 to, take medication. $70,000 here, $70,000 there. We don't all have that. So we weren't taking the medication. So here comes Amy into my life. bulldozes me like a freight train in my life. And I knew the minute that she said, when I asked her, well, what do you do? And she said, how did you say it, Amy? You said, I get to travel all over the world sharing natural alternatives. I don't know what she said, but anyway, whatever she said, I'm in. I don't know what it is, but I'm in. This is what I've been looking for. I didn't even know what I was looking for, but this is it. I knew this was it.
Oh,
anyway, so we started the oils, and we bought the biggest kit that we could get because we were all in. We just decided, so lima beans and cornbread for the next 6 months, no worries. We are going to buy the kit, and we're going to have all the oils, and we're going to do this.
Every
tool. And we did. So we had the diamond kit. And we started, and faithfully. And Jeff is so funny. He started out with a full strength LLV, and Amy's going, go slow. He's like, no. We're doing this. Strength. So fast forward, we had all of our testing done a month after we started. So in October, we had all of the blood work, where they do every single thing. They tell you what your kidney function is. They tell you all the functions. Had all of that done. Every single one of them was in the red. Every test was negative. Every test was horrible. And he's in kidney failure. His liver was fatty. His pancreas wasn't working, so he had diabetes now. I mean, everything was a disaster. That was 3 weeks after we started with the LLV. Okay, so this is not because of
no time to do anything, just started. Yeah.
This is the progression of where his life was.
Yeah.
And so fast forward, we just had those test results done again, just met with his neurology team. We decided not to put him back on any MS medication. We were just going to go for it. So that was in August. So we had August, September, October, November, December, January. We went the first week of February to see his neurology team. So that was 7 months solid LLV every day, DDR prime, Zenderkin complex, Terrazymes, probiotics, frankincense oils, on the spine, oils to sleep. What am I missing? The whole protocol, okay? And we got the test results back, and it was like the test results were like before they were like right here, and now they're like up here. Still considered in kidney failure. He's still considered in kidney failure. He is at the very tip top where like 2 more points and he's not going to be in kidney failure. You know what I mean? Whereas before he was way down deep into kidney failure. Like they actually said, we're going to be talking about kidney transplants, blah, 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 all that stuff. So the other thing is, you guys, this is the most amazing thing. Okay, so they showed us a picture of his brain, his recent MRI. So they show us a picture of his brain, and the left side of his brain is more than 3/4 white, which that's not living tissue. And the right side, a lot of white, but there's more darkness to it. Anyway, so I said to the doctor, okay, what should we be expecting now? Because there's so much white matter in his brain. What should we be expecting? What's going to be affected? His speech, his walking, his gait. She rolled over and she said, she rolled up and she put her knees knee to knee with my husband. And she said, we have no idea why you're walking or talking, because that's what your brain looks like. We have no idea why you are walking and talking. There's just no.
So tell us how he is now. How is he functioning compared to how he was? Yeah. We gotta hear.
Jeff, are you in here? Hey, Jeff. No, he's out on the front porch enjoying the day. Okay. So I'm sorry I'm taking so long. Anyway,
we want to hear. This is great.
What we believe is that the DDR prime, the frankincense, the oils, all of the protocol that we are using has allowed Jeff's brain to rewire, and he is functioning at a higher level now than he was a year ago, and much higher function than he was functioning 2 years ago.
Oh.
And dressing himself, he takes short walks. We're taking a trip. We're flying on an airplane. I mean, who am I? We're flying on an airplane. I do not have to shower him. He showers on his own. He does not use a shower chair. He shaves on his own. He has conversations. He goes to the gym up to 3 times a week. Yes, he still has bad days. Yes, he still has very, very hard days. But his very, very hard days are better than his best days a year ago.
Oh.
I'm going to run out and grab him real quick, and I just want to bring him in just so that you can see.
Yes, we got to see Jeff.
I'm so glad this is recorded, because in a year, I want you all to see in a year.
Yes.
Amazing this is going to be, because he's a miracle. He's just a miracle. So let me run out and grab him real quick.
Go get Jeff. Yes. Oh, isn't it great, guys? We get to be part of this, and to see, just to see these people's lives transformed. I would love. Yes, go ahead, Elisa. Yeah.
I'd love to have her protocol. My sister has MS. Yeah. Let me rephrase that. My sister has been diagnosed.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. I'm not for sure if that's really the true.
Yeah.
But really affecting her eyes, though.
Yeah, well, it's really just like what she was saying. We do all root healing stuff. So lifelong vitality, PB assist, digestive enzymes. Zendocrine complex is huge, because you have to help the organs filter out the junk when you're killing stuff off all the time. I believe Zendocrine complex is for everybody every day. We need it for our organs. And here's Jeff, and then we'll finish. Yes. Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Jeff, it's so good to see you. How are ya?
How is everybody?
Awesome.
Good.
We're better now.
We're
Live in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jeff, I was just telling him your story, and I was just explaining to them about what your MRI looked like.
Oh, the Jeff story.
Yeah, the Jeff story, and how you function. You know, you're not needing assistance with things, and you're just doing so well. You're going on a trip.
Oh, yeah. We're going on a trip now.
It's going to be awesome.
Well, Jeff, we're just happy dancing with you. I tell you what, it is such a blessing to me to just see you doing so much better. And we're just trusting and believing that the Lord has such great plans for you, and that you're going to keep getting better and better, and the test results are going to keep improving. And just grateful to be partnered with you guys and seeing this, and it just makes my heart sing. Yes.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you.
And yes, the Zendocrine complex is amazing, and everyone that is talking to us about what the protocols are, and you can share with them. If I had blah blah blah, this is what I would use. This is how Amy taught me, and basically almost all of the autoimmune diseases, it's the same thing. The Zendocrine complex, the probiotics, the Terrazymes for good health and gut health healing, the lifelong vitality, taking it, and then adding things like riboflavin. That's really good, a natural resource. The other thing that the doctor said, since you guys are doing so well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Put him on medication. This is a neurologist. They did not put him back on medication. They said he was doing so well.
I'm too far gone.
Yeah. So she said, if you have migraines, then just try extra B2. And now, normally that's not what they do. Normally they would give you medication.
Yeah.
She said, well, since you're doing everything natural, just try B2.
Yeah.
From the neurologist. That's pretty cool. They know this stuff. They just need to see that you know enough that they can guide you that way instead of the other way. Some of them, not all, but that's a blessing that you've got a doctor that is observing this and it's documented. We've got the test result. That's so good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, well.
Anyway, this is my lovey, and I be able to meet him and hey,
Yeah.
no.
Well, good. That's the best success story ever to get to share to wrap up today's call, the team support call.